Hello my friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I'm here to do a flip through of this Christmas card journal that we made from a Christmas card and some fabric and a paper bag. So let's get started. I had a lot of fun making this, and it came out really cute, and I got to dig into my Christmas stuff, and I found out I had so much Christmas stuff. Oh my goodness. So let's see, so I've got it tied with a ribbon here that is a pretty red grosgrain ribbon that says in gold Merry Christmas and has little snowflakes in it. I didn't want to overpower the front. I thought about other closures, but I thought, this isn't like a huge journal or anything, so I didn't want to overpower it. So this is a nice sturdy ribbon that will hold it closed. And then here's the cover with the tassel. I had made this tassel previously, but it is traditional. I had made it with traditional red and greens. There's some sparkly gold in there and things, but it's basically traditional colors, and it went so well with this journal, so I included it here. And it's held on. I've got the notebook ring here, which is you can open up and take it off that way, or I have here an eyelet, and it's attached through the eyelet with a bulb pin, so it can be taken off two ways if you wanted to remove it. But being that that is held on, there with a bulb pin, it really, you can put it up and out of the way and open the journal and do what you want in there without this being in the way. So if you can see, it's a one signature journal bound with some red and white baker's twine, 3 pamphlet stitch. I've got the green rickrack here, this pretty card that looks like the front of a house. The back is fabric, and there's a little piece of paper there. Picking up some paper along the way. But yeah, this pretty Christmas fabric is what I used as the base under here. And under that is a paper bag, a wax paper bag. So it's, it kind of like is extra sturdy, if you know what I mean, if it's a wax paper bag. But I'll use paper bag, I'll use wax paper bag, I'll use envelopes. Any of those are fun to make journals out of. And then I use that same fabric on the inside of the paper bag. So it's got quite a few layers. And then, so being that it's a paper bag, I left the ends open so you'd have a pocket at the front and the back. So that is fun. But this is what it looks like all together. Came out to be a cute little journal. And it's got plenty of pages for a December daily if you did want it to be if you were interested in this and you wanted it to be your December daily. There's plenty of pages in here. I used a actual Christmas card all by itself and made that into a journal last year for my December daily, and it turned out super cute. So anyway, this is 5 inches wide and 7.5 inches long, and it has more than 30 surfaces or 31 surfaces for a December daily journal. So in the front pocket here, which is, inside the cover, I have a couple of pieces here. And we did a lot of this together, so you will see, you will have seen some of this if you watch all the videos on making this journal. If you didn't and you'd like to go back and see those, I have my junk journal playlist listed below. And all of these videos will be in there, as well as other journals that I've made and done flip throughs on through the years. So it's quite a long playlist, but it will be linked below. But anyway, a couple of tags. These were both made from Christmas cards. So I do like to recycle all types of cards, including Christmas cards that have been used, or sometimes they're just vintage ones that I've found in, thrift stores or whatever that have not been used. They just were in the box and nobody ever used them. So I brought them home and did things with them, which I have a couple of videos on that too. So here you have this here, this fabric. You can add something here if you want, but this is a real pretty Christmassy fabric. And then I covered the signature, around the papers and everything that's in here with this pretty card stuff that is from, Christmas. It was authentic Christmas paper pad, so it's double-sided. And then here I just had clipped I was going to decorate this, and I thought this would look so cute somewhere, like you could put it here if you wanted, or anywhere, but I want to let the person that gets this have that fun, so I just clipped the guest check here with this is the Tim Holtz Santa. He's beautiful. I love him. Probably my favorite piece in that pack, but like I said before, I'm not saving I'm not saving. This is a special, every journal, everything I feel is special now, so I'm not saving anything for anything special. This is it. This is it. This is the special thing that I'm working on at this moment. So if I see something that I think is special, and it's like my favorite thing, I'm still going to put it in here. I'm not going to save it for later. That was a new thing I started telling myself, don't save these things for later. Just go ahead and put them in here, even if it's your favorite. So that's what I'm doing. The other side, I have a pocket here. Oh, I wanted to show you this book. Let me grab it. I wanted to remind you that I used some things from this book that I don't know if you've seen it I have quite a few Thrifty Thursdays scheduled, so I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't seen. But this is one of the books that was in one of my Thrifty Thursdays. And I picked it up at a thrift store, and I thought it was so cool. Holiday activity book, and it's old. It's 1979, and it looks like it was never used, so cool. But you're supposed to punch out all the little things here and make, Christmas tree, decorate around the fireplace, things like that. So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing again, but you get the idea. All of these things in here are old, 79 or whatever, and you punch them out and use them to do. You're supposed to do what they're, the intended purpose. But of course, I didn't use them for the intended purpose. But this was one of the little toys. They have little toys where I guess you're supposed to put the little toys around the Christmas tree or around the fireplace. And that was a little doll in there. And I just thought it was so cute. So I put her right there. I used a couple pieces from that book in here. And, in the pocket, let's see what I have. A tag, pretty tag. This is double-sided, but it is light on this side, so you could write on it. And this right here is, if you saw, just one second. Okay, sorry, I had to go. My youngest son stopped by, and I had to tell him about what is happening Halloween night. So that maybe, he would know, so he'd come over, and so sure enough, he's available, him and his fiance, so they will be here for Halloween night, trick-or-treating, and pizza. Yay. So back to the flip through. Okay, so I was showing you this tag, really cute. I love this little ribbon here. And, this one I was going to tell you about. So I'll show you later in the journal, but I showed you where I picked up a book from Dollar Tree, and it was a little activity book, and it has in there a door hanger. And this one was the first one I tried to punch out. You're supposed to punch it out and be able to use it as a door hanger. I was going to use it as a journaling space or a bookmark or whatever, put it in the journal. But as I tried to punch it out, it kind of ripped, and so I thought, well, I need to do this differently. It's not really punching out very well. So I thought, well, maybe I'll cut it out. So I cut the other one out, and you'll see that in a second. But I tried every which way to do this one, and I didn't like how it turned out, so I just cut the bottom off and made it into a little journaling card. So this is the bottom of one of the door hangers that was in that book. And now it's a journaling card. So that was fun, experimenting with that. This is a little piece of writing paper here. A page from a Christmassy kind of decoration and craft book. A cutoff from scrapbook paper. This is an envelope that we put on here. Another piece from the from a craft book here, and you can see you can do things here with that. And then here in the envelope, I think you can see this whole thing. Yeah, a couple pieces from a card again that I took apart and cut apart. So this is a pretty little. I made this part into a tag, pretty tag. And this is just the inside where the sentiment was. And I cut around the words to make a tag out of that. And then we had cut off the bottom of, I don't know if you remember, but we cut off the bottom of this envelope. And then I sewed it back together to make, trying to see, yeah, I glued this whole thing down. I made another one where I made a pocket behind here, but this one's all glued down. And we added this little Tim Holtz piece there too. On the other side where the flap is, it's a tuck spot. We added the sticker together here, and this is a little game card that I picked up at a thrift store, which is now a tag or a journaling card. It's from the Holiday Charades game. I love the colors on that, mint green and red. Scrapbook paper here. Now here I used the other piece that I took out from this book here that I just showed you. There was a little gift here, and I put it on here as a tab. So it's a little tab on this fold out or flip out, and it had a little tab on it, or it has a little tab on it where you're supposed to fold that and stick it into like the Christmas tree. That's the way everything holds on to each other in this activity book when you put things together. But I left the tab on there and glued it under here as a little tab. So that I thought that turned out, it's simple, but it's so cute, isn't it? So here's some computer stationery. Little pocket on this side with a tag, also made from a card. And we've got a little strip of scrap there. I was trying to see if that was a pocket. This is a Tim Holtz candy cane that I wrapped around the little hole there with the ribbon, the topper in that. And in here, the little paper bag. This I got in Happy Mail. And there's a card in here that you can use however you wish for journaling, or actually use it as a card. It's an open house card. These are old. I've had them for a while, and I got them in a thrift store. They don't have a date on them, but I've had them for quite a while myself, probably like 4 or 5 years. So I've had them myself 4 or 5 years. Who knows how long somebody else had them before they ended up at the thrift store. This envelope is a little bit glued together. You might be able to get it open or use it as a background for something, or, you know, just use your imagination when it comes to that. Use it as a journaling card or whatever. So that is in there in the paper bag. And then we have this page from the new little book I picked up with the activity book from Dollar Tree. So cute. And then this side was the coloring side. I folded it up so I wouldn't have to cut it off. We did that together. Here's a card, an actual whole card here. I put in as a page and just decorated on this side with some fabric trim, which is Christmassy fabric trim. A page from a music. This was actually the cover from a sheet music. And added this little cupcake paper here that we flattened out, and we did it together. We discovered it really flattened out once you put glue on it. It just became like a flat piece of round paper, which was really cool. This is also a page from an end page from one of my, I think it was the craft book that I got, that I showed you all a while ago, a couple months ago. It was the end page. I thought it was so pretty, and it was nice and sturdy and thick. But on the other side, I added and glued down this pretty wrapping paper for the center of this journal. And then I got in Happy Mail, vintage, beautiful, with the cutest little creatures ever, wrapping paper, and it fits so nicely on here. And it is sewn around with some green, and I zigzag stitched that on there. So next here, we did this together too, where I was adding these little joke cards, and I decided I didn't want to glue them down because the answer to the joke is on this side. So I was putting them in here as little journaling spots, and so then I decided to just go ahead and make some little pockets here so I wouldn't have to glue them down. So you have these 3 little pockets here with a little joke card in each one. So that was a fun little, that was a fun video where I did that, and just kind of at spur of the moment type of thing, just what happened because I didn't want to glue those down. I was going to glue them down. I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. Won't be able to see the joke answer or whatever. So yeah, like I said, this was from a sheet music, and then this is the other side of the card. So we're on the back half of the journal, so you're seeing the other side of the pages now. But I put this little trim on here, and then I decorated it a little bit with some markers, so you'll see that when you get this. But I decorated the sleigh and the Christmas tree. I put some ornaments, and there's another sleigh, and the Christmas trees here are decorated. I put a little saddle and a red nose on the reindeer. So anyway, that turned out cute. This belly band here, you will see this, and if you haven't seen it yet, you'll see this in one of my future sewing videos where I sewed this on with some some zigzag stitching. And I just put this little bingo card in here. I added a little Tim Holtz star here in the middle, but you know, whoever gets this is welcome to decorate and use it as they wish. You know, just use your imagination to see how you would like to use that. Here's the other half of the Christmas coloring page from the book that I was talking about. This part here with all the little cute Christmassy things. The paper bag with just a little ornament I made out of these I picked up at on the clearance. Actually, was it last year? I think it might have been last year or the year before at Walmart clearance, after Christmas clearance. And they just came like this with some little strings, but I added a green ribbon here and made it into a journaling card, or a tag. So journaling space there. And here's the other door hanger that I was talking about. So this one, you were supposed to punch it out, so you can probably see the perforation here. But, you know, it didn't go well with trying to punch it out. It ripped, and I was like, I'm just going to cut it out. And I just went to the edge of it, you know, instead of punching it here or even cutting it there. I went to the edge of where they had it, you know, in the book, and just cut it out, like fussy cut it kind of thing. You know, it was easy to cut out except for right here, a little tricky in there. But anyway, I just decided to do it that way, and it came out really nice. If you get one of those books, just a little tip, maybe you want to cut it out instead of trying to punch it out type of thing. This page we did together where we glued down this piece here. Was a piece from, was this from the book? Oh, I forgot there's a pocket there. There is a pocket there. But anyway, this was a piece, and we decided to put it down here, and it's got lines and a pocket here. So I put these things in this pocket that I just showed you. This is a little tag I made from a card. So that's in there. And let me grab something I can put in here. Just hold on one second. I just want to make sure that whoever gets this knows that that is a tuck spot, right? So I always like to put something in all the tuck spots to make sure, you know, people know that it is a tuck spot. There is a tuck spot there, because you could probably totally miss that if you didn't know it was there. So I picked this little pad of paper up at Dollar Tree. I'm going to see if I can get a couple of these little, I don't think there's a red in here, like red and green, but there's this green. I mean, you know, for red and green traditional colors, but there is a green. There's no red, but there's a green. Let's see if I can tear this out without tearing it. Okay, there's one. That was pretty good. Let me just go ahead and get another color, because we do like other colors for Christmas sometimes. Sometimes we use pink and blue and things like that. Let me get two pieces here. And so just pull that out as best I can. And we will put those in there so that whoever gets this journal will know. They'll see that peeking out, and they'll know that there is a tuck spot right here behind this little piece. There we go. Let's see. You know what? I might just do it like this. I'll put half of it in here, and then the other half will be sticking out, so that when they pull it out, they will know that there's a tuck spot there. There we go. Okay, now we're ready to go. And I did a little bit of sewing in here. I did a sewing video where I did the sewing on the pages in here. So if you haven't seen that yet, that will be coming up in on my channel. On this side is the computer stationery, the scrapbook paper, double-sided. I added a little, this is a little felt embellishment that I made a while ago. And I was just using up some felt I had. I had some of this red, white, and green felt, and I wanted to use it up. So I made little clusters out of them, and did this one particular one I did some messy stitching on, and just went around in circles there's some straight stitches and some zigzag. I think it's super cute, and it's fun to do. If you've never done that, I would highly recommend trying that out and using, if you want to use up some of your fabric scraps or whatever, you know, even paper you can do it on, whatever, like that. Here's a page from the page from the craft book, and we added these two stickers here together. Those are super cute on there. That's the angel wings. Flip out there. I just clipped on here this little, I'm not going to unclip it, This was a little gingerbread man that came with a little set of paper bags that I got from Michael's last year or the year before on clearance. And they were super cute, so I just clipped one of the gingerbread men right here. And it's got a little, you know, clothespin. Those clothespins, you know, I got it from Michael's, like I said, but they seem a little weak. They're so tiny, and I took one out of the bag and I tried to clip it on there, and it just broke right in my hand. I'm like, okay. So I pulled another one out, and it didn't break, but it is. They do seem to be a little delicate there. I don't know if it's because they're so small or what, but they came from Michael's, so blame Michael's on that for that. But here's a little flip out there. If it breaks, I'm saying. If the clothespin breaks, blame it on Michael's. I was careful that when I put it on there. So a pocket here with a little sticker. I think we did this together. And these two right here, these two tags are, this one had a pretty back, so we didn't decorate that. We did these together. And this one we decorated with a couple of Tim Holtz pieces. So those are both from, you know, recycling, repurposing Christmas cards. And we're at the back here where we have, I stuck a few things in this pocket here. I kind of just opened one. I got out all my Christmas stuff and I opened one and kind of exploded everywhere. I have 3 Christmas bins, I guess you could call them. The one I opened exploded everywhere. So I had to really clean up after this journal. And then, so I like, oh my goodness, I gotta really use some of this stuff this year. And so I used, you know, I try to use, you know, go through and use, you know, things from the first bin. And I think the paper, I have one that's full of scrapbook paper. So it's all my Christmas scrapbook papers in that one bin. And then I have another one with some bits. So I dove into that too a little bit. But I want to try and make a couple more little journals like this, little Christmas journals, and really delve into the other stuff too, because it's not like I could fit it all in here, you know. I tried to put it as much as I could in here, but oh, I didn't show you what was in here. But anyway, I want to delve into that one and make another journal, and so the other one will have, you know, different stuff in it than this one even does, because I just couldn't put it all in here. But this is a card that I pulled out from something. It has some tape on there, some old tape, and so there's the old tape mark. But I just thought it was so pretty, so I put it in here. This is some of my paper that I showed you in one of my Thrifty Thursday videos where I found a bunch, you know, I cleaned out my desk in the other room and I brought my little pads of paper in here. So this was like from the doodle book. You can see the doodling there. That's not from me, that's how it came. It was so cute. A little bridge tally sheet, you know, score sheet. And I put this bridge tally card in here because it's red and it can be decorated. I thought that would be so fun to put some Christmassy something or other on there. So, and you can always make this into a writing spot or a little booklet or something. So I thought this would be fun for the new owner. And I have a goodie bag here. I will show you. But yeah, this will be in my shop when you see this video. If it's not already spoken for, like between now and when you see the video, that if it's not already spoken for or purchased by someone, it will be there in my eBay shop, which is called Sheree Shop, and it's linked below. So yeah, just check it out. I know it's a little, I look on there to see what things look like when you go on there, and sometimes it's, even if you're looking on your computer and not on your phone, it's a little hard sometimes to see because the pictures are pretty little. It seems even on the computer to me anyway. I don't know if I'm looking at them wrong, but anyway, just look carefully through, make sure it's not there, or maybe you'll see something else you like. So I have a couple other journals. I have a fall journal in there, and an old school book that's made into a journal, and I think I have a Christmas Christmas Traveler's Notebook in there too. So I have a few in there that are available. And so let me show you the goodie bag. I pulled out this little bag, a little paper treat bag, Christmas, with this cute Santa. I love the different colors of these presents here. They're so pretty in this blue snowflake background. So that you can use in this journal or however you wish. I've tried to put quite a few goodies in here as I was cleaning up and just, you know, discovering my Christmas stash again. I have some little words here that fell out of one of the bins, so I put those in here. These were cut out from Christmas cards. Holiday season, warmest wishes, and happiness. This is a little plain card that I had made into a journaling card. It's got coffee dye paper on here and a little piece of ephemera snowman there. These are little pieces, scraps that you can use in making pockets or layering or whatever you want. Those two are thick cardstock. There's this is left over from the graphic 45 that was in this journal. That and this piece is a long piece. And then here's some pieces of wrapping paper. That vintage wrapping paper that was in the center there. There's a couple pieces left of that. That was it. That's all I had. Just that one piece. And then two little vintage to from tags here. These are, I think these are either gummed or, I don't know if you pull the back off or they're gummed, but anyway, they came from a thrift store. They're really cute, little to from tags you can use. Let me show you everything else before I show you that. Rolodex card, tickets, and a flash card. These are fun to decorate with all your little Christmassy bits. And make into a journaling card or something, a tag. And this is the bottom of the paper bag that I used in here. And I saw someone do this, and I remembered it when I cut this off. I was like, I was almost going to put it in there myself, but I thought let somebody else do what they want with it. But you can glue this side down onto something. You could even like glue it down, like say you glued it down like this. You could have a pocket behind it, and then it opens up like this. Once you have it glued down, however you're going to glue it down, if you're going to use it like that. And then you have this little space in here to store your secret goodies in or whatever you want to put in there. And it does go back together. You just have to kind of like fold it right here, or you can do whatever you want with it. Don't even have to use it at all, but I just thought it was could be fun for someone. So that will be in this paper bag. And thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the making and the flip through of this cute journal, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day, and see you tomorrow.